Hello, let's take a look at the forecast across Europe over the coming days, and plenty of active weather systems pushing their way in from off the Atlantic. You can see from the earlier satellite picture, a lot of activity going on here, and that's going to bring some very wet and windy weather through Sunday, particularly across the British Isles and then into Scandinavia. And this frontal system slides its way southwards into northern and central Europe. Further south and east for now on Sunday, it stays mainly dry with some sunshine and a fairly quiet day across much of Turkey, Cyprus, Greece and the Greek islands. Dry too on Sunday through Italy, cross into the Balearics. We've had some very heavy rain recently, but a drier day here. But for northern parts of Portugal, northern Spain, we'll see some heavy rain arriving through Sunday. That will deliver a bit of snow over the Pyrenees, some snow for a time over the Alps, and also that rain then extending up in towards our Baltic states, and could see some significant snow across parts of Norway and Sweden. By the time we get to Monday, the strongest winds at this stage will then be across the North Sea and into Scandinavia. Some snow for the Alps again, for the Pyrenees, looking largely dry across much of Iberia, but turning wetter and more unsettled across the eastern side of Europe. Here are the city forecast for the next 5 days. Really quite a wet and somewhat cool feel in both London and Paris. Should stay mainly dry in Madrid. There'll be some showers, some of them heavy in Athens over the days ahead, then turning drier by the end of the week. That's all from me. Bye-bye. Hello, let's take a look at the forecast across North America, where there's some concern for California, Oregon and Washington over the next few days as systems pile in from off the Pacific. And that's going to bring some very heavy rain. We could see as much as 5 to 7 inches in places, particularly for northern parts of California. A risk of flash flooding here. Meanwhile, some further significant snowfall across the Sierra Nevada. We've got some areas of snow just working their way eastwards through parts of British Columbia into Alberta and then also into Manitoba for a time on Saturday. Further south, things are largely dry, but could just see a few sharp showers across the north coast of Florida. So a closer look at the west coast as we go through Saturday. Areas of rain and mountain snow across British Columbia. Some very heavy rain across coastal areas of California, working its way inland. Some significant snowfall once again across the Sierra Nevada, where we're going to be measuring it in terms of feet over the next day or so. Things do start to turn a bit drier in San Francisco and Los Angeles by the time we get to Monday and Tuesday. Further east, and things are a little bit quieter, but as I mentioned, some areas of snow working their way eastwards through Manitoba, eventually into Ontario. Could see a few heavy showers and thunderstorms for the north west coast of Florida on Saturday, but elsewhere across Florida, mainly dry with a good deal of sunshine. After some cold conditions in New York, things start to turn a little bit milder in the days ahead, but also somewhat wetter as well. Bye-bye. Hello, we'll get the forecast for Mexico, Central America and the Caribbean in just a moment's time. First to South America, let's begin with the earlier satellite picture. And this strip of cloud will continue to bring some heavy showers in a line from southeastern parts of Brazil through the Amazon basin and up towards Colombia and Ecuador. A lot of dry weather through much of Paraguay, Uruguay into Argentina. The heat will be building here in the days ahead. More on that in just a moment. Plenty of blue and green colours though through Colombia, Ecuador into parts of Peru and Bolivia, just indicating the extent of the heavy thundery showers in between some spells of sunshine. And for now, these showers staying just to the north of Rio de Janeiro, but they're likely to slide their way further southwards in the days ahead. A lot of sunshine through Argentina. Temperatures will be rising here over the coming days. Fairly wet and windy for the far south of Chile. Further north, looking mainly dry, but those showers returning to Rio as we go through the days ahead. Look at the temperature increase in Buenos Aires as we go through the next 5 days, getting to the high 30 Celsius, well above average for the time of year. A lot of dry weather on Saturday through much of Mexico. 1 or 2 sharp showers down towards the south of the country. Some heavier showers though for Honduras into Nicaragua, down towards Costa Rica and Panama. 1 or 2 scattered across the Caribbean. Essentially for most, it is a dry day, and that theme continues in our 5-day forecast. Havana perhaps prone to 1 or 2 showers, but essentially it's dry with a good deal of sunshine. Bye-bye. Hello, lots of activity in the Indian Ocean at the moment. We had a tropical storm called Pavan, which is now just a tropical depression. Here it is, but it's going to be bringing some very heavy rain into Somalia, Eritrea, Ethiopia over the next few days. This area of cloud is another tropical storm. This one is called Belna. That will bring impacts across Madagascar over the coming days. Meanwhile, more heavy rain to come down through our eastern countries of Africa and also into South Africa as well for central and eastern areas. So it's still looking quite wet across Joburg Joburg in the days ahead, largely dry in Cape Town, and temperatures here are going to hover around the mid to high 20 Celsius. Eventually things should turn drier in Joburg by the time we get to the end of the week, but more rain to come in Nairobi as well. Further north across Africa, the sunshine continues in Khartoum and in Casablanca. Temperatures here in the high teens of Celsius. For Lusaka, more heavy rain in the forecast in the days ahead. Rain and mountain snow working its way eastwards across Iran on Sunday. Some heavy showers running down through the Gulf as well. Continuing to clip parts of Oman. Some very heavy rain here. Could just move into parts of the UAE as well. 1 or 2 heavy showers just for the far southwest of Yemen, but it's really quite an unsettled picture across parts of the Middle East in the days ahead. Areas of low pressure in the Mediterranean will start to work their way eastwards through the Levant, so one way or another there will be some showers for some of us in the forecast in the days ahead. Hello, time to get the forecast for South and Central Asia. We'll start with the earlier satellite picture, and you can see the cloud associated with some heavy rain through the Maldives and Sri Lanka. Also had some dense areas of mist and fog across some northern states of India, and that risk continues over the next few days. Still some heavy rain initially on Saturday across parts of Tamil Nadu and across into Kerala. That will tend to ease off a little bit through Sunday, so becoming patchier and mainly dry, but still some very heavy rain across the Maldives and into Sri Lanka with some embedded thunderstorms as well. Morning fog will tend to lift across northern states. We've got some heavy rain across parts of Iran, but through much of Central Asia, it is mainly dry on Sunday. Still temperatures below freezing to the far north of Kazakhstan, starting to turn milder as we head further south. The dry weather continues into Pakistan and down through the western coast as well. Could you see a bit of cloud developing through the day? 1 or 2 showers continuing on Sunday across parts of Tamil Nadu, but for most it should be mainly dry, and that dry theme continues as we move our way north and eastwards into Bangladesh and Myanmar as well. Here are the city forecasts for the next 5 days. Plenty of sunshine in Mumbai, temperatures in the low 30s Celsius, more heavy showers and thunderstorms in Colombo. I'd like to see some rain into Islamabad by the end of the 5-day period too. Turning cooler and wetter in Tashkent over the next 5 days. Should stay dry in Chennai. Hello, we'll get the forecast for Australia and New Zealand in just a moment's time. First to the Asia Pacific, and let's begin with the earlier satellite picture. Plenty of shower clouds through Malaysia and Indonesia, and this area of cloud has been bringing some wet, quite snowy weather across parts of Japan, particularly across Hokkaido and northern Honshu. Through Sunday, it starts to pull away, so things will be turning drier and also a little bit milder here over the next few days as we flip round to more of a southwesterly wind. High pressure across China, Korea, Indochina, keeping things dry and mostly sunny on Sunday. A bit more cloud down the eastern side of Vietnam. You can see these blue and green colours just indicating the extent of the heavy showers across Malaysia and Indonesia, so more to come. Here are the city forecast for the next 5 days. It's looking mainly dry and a bit milder in Osaka. Could see a bit of rain here on Wednesday. The sunshine continues in Bangkok. Now, plenty of sunshine across Australia. However, there is no sign of any rain across New South Wales to help with the bushfires which continue to blaze here, and temperatures are going to be rising over the next few days, turning a little bit cooler for a day or so across the far southwest of Australia before the heat starts to build. We've got further rain around across New Zealand on Sunday, particularly for the South Island, but also working its way into the North Island. That will clear, and then it's looking dry in Wellington over the next few days, but the heat will start to build in Sydney for a few days. Bye-bye.